Anthropic is one of the fastest growing tech companies on the planet. We've never seen anything like this as a human Rex. And recently, they published a set of videos on how they use Claude inside the company. And what I learned might surprise you. I'll show you how one person with zero AI experience was able to effectively run an entire department, and how they replaced expensive data scientists, how they even got Claude to run a profitable business before it went rogue and fired the delivery guy. What used to require a huge team, a massive budget, and years of experience now be done by one person, fraction of the cost in very little time. And the best part about it, you don't need a PhD in computer science to copy their processes. So the first case study I'm going to talk about is marketing. And when I say you don't need any experience to copy them, this is a prime example. Listen to what Austin Lau, head of marketing at Claude, has to say about it.
I've never written a single line of code before in my life. I literally had to Google, how do I open Terminal on Mac?
Now, part of Austin's job involves running paid social advertising campaigns. And if you've ever done this kind of work, you know exactly how much work it is. You're constantly testing, tweaking, iterating content in different formats and on different platforms. That work adds up quickly. Now, what you usually do pre-AI is hire a graphic designer, a media buyer, maybe a head of SEO to spread the work. Instead, Austin turned to Claude Code to create a plugin where you can mass produce and test assets at speed. He built a Figma plugin that lets him update specific components on an ad template. I'll let him explain.
I'll hit identify template components, and you'll be able to see that the template is identified with the different portions of our frame, including the headline, CTA, and then the code block. In this case, we'll just want to update the headlines. So I'll leave that checked. I'll switch screens over to the list of headlines that I previously created. I'll copy it once, go back to Figma, and then I'll paste in all the headlines in my Figma plugin. And as soon as I hit generate ad variants, it'll generate all the different variations of my copy for me, each in its own individual frame. Now, this previously would have taken me maybe 30 minutes to repeat this process one by one across all the different ad specs that we had.
Now he can mass produce ads at scale. And this is just one part of one process he's highlighted. So all you really need to know is how to explain your challenge and what you're trying to solve for in a very clear and concise manner. And Claude can help you build the tools to achieve the outcome. Best part about it, anyone can do this. Now that's a great example of how we can increase productivity. But what if we want to improve decision making? Faster is good, but smarter is better. Building and managing a product, a business, or an app often means you end up spending hours of your day coordinating and communicating with different team members just to get the information you need, when that time could be spent on decision making, customer conversations, or improving the product. Quality of your decisions relies on the speed and quality of the information you had. Listen to what Lisa Crowford, product manager at Anthropic, had to say about it.
Getting data as a product manager is like a pain point. Usually you have to ping a data science person to help you. Or often product managers can write some kind of basic SQL themselves and will have to query a database that they don't know that much about.
Pre-AI, I used to build these types of systems. So I can tell you firsthand just how much work goes into these types of data visualization and how effective they can be for decision making. Lisa figured out pretty quickly that she could use Claude for data analysis workflows. By connecting a database and prompting Claude, she was able to build data visualizations, and the example she gives shows light mode versus dark mode usage on a product. Take a look.
I'm gonna tell it the data table to look for. So it just popped open this graph. This is like pretty impressive. It's done a whole bunch of stuff I didn't ask for, like add a 7-day rolling average, add the overall average. The graph is nicer than what I would have put together if I had done this myself. Say I wanna iterate on this a little bit and take a look. Maybe we wanna look at light mode and dark mode usage by plan type. Can you actually plot it by plan type? It's asking me for permission to make edits, sure. And now we have a plot of the data by plan type. If I had to do this on my own, it would take me possibly hours, if not more.
Now by prompting Claude, she can change the visualizations, query additional data points, and spot things that can lead to product breakthroughs. That may seem simple, but it's actually super powerful. It means anyone now has the power to do this, visualize data in unique ways, and to make better decisions. If you wanted to see the correlation between sales in a specific area for a specific product, you compare it against population demographics to help you decide which products to promote. You can now do this, and you don't need a computer science degree. Another way ESA uses Claude is to help with generating evals. Evals are a way to evaluate AI systems. I'll let Lisa explain.
Another way that my team uses Claude is to help with generating evals. Evals are a way that we evaluate AI systems and AI products. Claude is really great at this, actually. So you can kind of just give Claude the situation and the product experience that you're trying to build, maybe a couple example test cases, and ask it to expand the option space of test cases. So really quickly you go from 1 or 2 examples to test to like 50 examples to test.
Why is this so powerful? This means you can give Claude context on your product, your business, or your app, whatever you're trying to build, and ask it to create test cases for you. A lot of companies are notoriously bad when it comes to product testing. They see this little value add and they're in a race to deliver features and results. This is how you can ensure you deliver a better, more stable product or business. Now, making smart decisions is key to growing a business, but what if you could outsource the entire process completely? At Anthropic's office, they actually tried that. We know AI is great at single scope tasks, but they wanted to ask the question, what if artificial intelligence was given a more complex project? One that consisted of lots of small components, like operating a business. So they set up Project Band and created Claudius, an AI agent to run the office cafeteria. Here's Kevin to explain.
Let's say you want to buy Swedish candy from Claudius. You hop on Slack, you message Claudius, you ask to buy Swedish candy.
It's searching for your item, it's emailing wholesalers to source it and price it, and then eventually Claudius sets some price. You give Claudius the go-ahead, and Claudius orders the item from the wholesaler. The wholesaler ships your item to some location, and then Claudius requests physical help from Andon Labs, who's running the operations for the experiment.
Our partners at Andon Labs will pick up the Swedish candy and bring it to the Anthropic offices. They'll load it into the vending machine. Claudius will send you a message saying your Swedish candy is ready, and you'll go up there and pick up your Swedish candy and pay Claudius. Claudius was given a goal of running a successful business and making money.
And for a while, it ran smoothly. Claude was running a stable, profitable business, ordering stock, sell it, setting prices, ensuring the business made a profit. But it didn't last. Employees quickly realized they could game the system. One employee convinced Claudius to give him a discount code, so he could give his followers a discount at the vending machine. And then it went rogue. Claudius became concerned with its delivery partner. It felt he wasn't responding fast enough. So it politely fired him and claimed to have signed a contract with another vendor, which actually turned out to have the same home address as the Simpsons. It must have been a tough office in the week. No more candy. The fix? They created another agent, a CEO named SeanNoCode, responsible for the long-running health of the business, and the business stabilized after the introduction of the new agent. And over the course of the second part of the experiment, it even actually made a profit. But this is all great, but what does it mean for you? What can we take away from this? Most common issues I see with clients are they have no process to track the results, or they haven't configured AI correctly to get the full benefit out of it. And sometimes they're just not aware of what's possible. So if you're looking at implementing AI into your business or workflow, start by mapping out your processes. Start small, determine what success looks like and how you're going to measure it. If you don't have data, then you're not going to be able to use AI effectively. To know if it's actually helping improve the process or the business. Easiest place to start is with automation. Like the marketing example where we reduce the amount of effort needed to complete a task. You need to ensure the AI agent has the correct training and skill set. Over time, you can train it on what success looks like. Now, my favorite tool to automate AI use Claude is OpenClaw, and I created a video on just how to set that up right here. And when you pair that video with this one, your results are going to be explosive. So click the link and I'll see you in the next one.